Hey folks, Uncle Chauncey here, aka Richard Chauncey. Your mom calls me Dick Chauncey. I'm an unofficial representative of Lockharts Pomade, and I have some things to say for you today. So sit down and shut up, you might learn something. I was over at your mom's house last night playing Pokemon Go, and she was telling me that you don't like oil-based products, such as Goon Grease for President and the regular Lockharts Goon Grease, although this is the limited if you want to get technical. Now listen, I understand not all of you can be sexual tyrannosaurus like me. Hey, we all have issues, friend. You all haven't hit that far on the evolutionary chain yet. I get it. It's a problem we all have to deal with. You know who else gets it? The Lockharts. You know what they're doing? They're making a water-based Goon Grease for all you people out there. And it serves well for people like me and people like you. Now this is gonna smell real good. It's gonna make your hair shine like a brand new diamond. It's gonna make the ladies stay all day and all night. That's my slogan and I'm sticking to it because it's tried, it's tested, just like this. I got Goon Grease in my hair and your lady on my jock. You think that's any coincidence? Well, I know I am charming, but that's the Lockharts for you. Goon Grease Water-based. Do yourself a favor and throw away all those other water-based that don't work for you. Keep your eyes peeled on Lockhart's website for this good that's coming out. Tell him Uncle Chauncey sent ya!
Hey guys, it's Brandon, aka The Workman's Pomp, aka Your Mom's Favorite Pizza Boy, and today I got a little unique pomade review, and that is a silver tin. But what is in this silver tin is the new Lockhart's Orthodox Goon Grease Water-based. Basically what this is this is supposed to be a gel type water base that is similar to Goon Grease in that it's supposed to hold really well and have good shine. And I got a little tester from Steve and Nicole Lockhart, and I thought, what a better way to test it than on a heavy day of work, which I have today. I already have a lot to do. So just as a pomade wise, it scoops out like any other normal gel base, but the one thing I like about this is that this has a little bit of weight to it. Whereas other gel base sometimes just come out like really easy when you scoop it. This doesn't come out hard, but it has a little bit of resistance to it. And when you put it in your hands and put it together, it's a lot thicker than other gel base that I've used. And I actually like that. The downside to it is that there's a little bit more tug and pull even if your hair is wet. But it's not anything aggressive to where I would say that it would hinder the whole experience of putting this in my hair and using this. I actually like the thicker pomades and the thicker water base. So this, when I started scooping and styling with this, I was actually really surprised and excited. The scent on the tester, which may not be the final scent, is exactly the same as the cucumber citrus. And I was surprised that it smells exactly like the Goon Grease cucumber citrus, like really well. It doesn't come off as overly aggressive, and it's really nice and pleasant. I like it a lot. Applying it to your hair, like I said, there might be a little bit of tug and pull, but nothing that's too out of the normal for a gel type water-based pomade. Styling is what you'd expect out of a gel-based pomade. At least at first. For this, I combed it through and then I started kind of getting like a blockier pomp. But as I ran through it again, I actually started to get a nice round shape. And so I would say that this is one of the pomades that the more you play with it, the easier it gets to style without losing weight. Because I know sometimes the more you play with a pomade, it makes it harder to style and loses a lot of the weight. This, however, the more you play with it, makes it really easy to style in the front and in the sides, but then it locks in a little bit after that. And I would say that when I was styling this, I never felt like it was an issue to where like it was hardening up too soon. To me, it doesn't feel like a helmet hair. It feels like there's a little bit of give, but it's definitely, I can definitely say it's synonymous with the Goon Grease hold, and that this is holding really well so far. So we'll see how it works throughout the day. But overall, my initial impressions with this tester product is I'm really impressed. It's got some really good shine too, which I really like. So well, let's get into the day then. All right, I'm back. I just got done with my first stop. I would say that the activity level would be above moderate. There was a lot of equipment I had to bring in and out of this house, and I had to dodge a little mini dog trying to bite my ankles. Do any of you guys work in a profession where pretty much you have to dodge dogs, like maybe a mailman or an in-home nurse or something like that? I don't know what it is, but people will say, oh, don't worry, he won't bite you. But they're clearly trying to bite you. I don't get that. Anyways, so far it's holding up pretty good. Still nice and shiny. The one thing I like about this is that it stays really smooth. Like, I feel like I could put a comb through right now and restyle really well if I wanted to, but it's still like that gel water-based. It's an interesting dynamic. It reminds me a lot of a Cool Grease product in that it holds like a gel-based water base, and it has good hold, and it's nice and slick. That's the other thing I like, is that it stays slick. It's nice and slick, but in the same sense, I feel like I'm not committed to using a gel, if that makes sense. Like, I can still restyle, but it is a gel-based pomade. I just finished with my second stop, and this one I would say is on the strenuous side. When we set up hospice equipment, usually what we'll do is we'll end up setting like most of the equipment up in the living room. That's what people want, is like a central location for their loved ones to be. But this one had it in a back room, and sometimes there are people that want it in just like a normal bedroom. And so overall, it was a really strenuous bringing a lot of equipment out to my truck, and the driveway was kind of blocked, and so I had to carry it out into the street. Needless to say, the Goon Grease Waterbased is still holding up. I'm gonna do like just a couple little things are popping up, and what I'm gonna do is just comb them down. And even though I'm sweating, one thing I like about this product is that it's really easy to touch up or restyle, because it feels like it kind of stays in this kind of non-hardened state. So it's really easy to restyle with. And that's the thing I like about this is, look, I have a better pomp this morning after just doing a little restyle than I did. I have a better pomp now than I did this morning, just after a little restyle. I just finished with my third stop, and if there was an endurance test, that would be the one. I counted, there was 22 steps, and although Ludacris says you can't lose on 22s, I certainly feel like you can, and I would have to beg to differ with him. That was extremely difficult, and there was a hill that was slanted like this. So it started to poof. I would do like a little bit of the poof. Not bad. It hasn't, like, no strays have popped out, nothing crazy like that. Just a little bit of poofing. Surprisingly, it's still holding up really well. You know, it feels like it shouldn't. I know that sounds funny. Like, it feels light, but it also like holds really well, if that makes sense. Oh, and one other thing I wanted to say is that the scent stays. Now, it's starting to dissipate, but I can still get whiffs of it here and there, and that is really nice. I really like a water base that has a scent that's lasting. So it is getting lighter, but it has stayed through 3 pretty strenuous deliveries and 4 hours. So that's really good, in my opinion. I just finished stop number 4. This was just a bed move, mildly strenuous on the activity level. Sometimes there are people that have a bed set up, you know, that they had it set up in the back room, kind of like I was talking about earlier, and now they want it out in the living room, and that was the case with this individual. So I just moved the bed. I did have to bend over quite a bit, and nothing fell out, which was pretty cool. Like I said, there's still a little couple pieces that might pop up a little bit, but they haven't come unhinged. I just finished my 5th and 6th stop, and it wasn't that big of a deal, not too bad. It was a bed on the 6th, but it was a little bit lighter. I just did a restyle, not necessarily because I needed one, everything was fine, but I wanted to see what this product is capable of. And if you look, I got a good round shape on the restyle, which I was really surprised by. Like I was saying earlier, the more you play with this product, I feel like the better it gets almost. Like, whereas other water-based, you don't want to mess with them that much once you put them in, I feel like this one still maintains a lot of endurance even if you do mess with it. And the more you restyle and touch up, I feel like the more like it gets closer to an oil-based, in that, look at that. Have you ever, I mean, it's hard, but for me, this is a nice round pump that I have, or a rounder pump, especially for an orthodox gel type pomade. So I was really impressed with this. I mean, man, it's like on all levels, this thing has been knocking out of the park, especially with a heavy work day, and I still have more to do. So I just finished up my 7th stop, and this place had about half as many stairs as the last place, a couple places back that I went that I told you that had like a ton of stairs. So it wasn't as bad, but I will say that it was definitely strenuous. My shape is still holding up. A couple of little, little things flying out here and there. But for me personally, at the end of the day, that's kind of what my hair looks like. So for a water-based, going towards the last hour of my workday, this is looking really good. All right, guys, I just took the pomade for a bonus endurance round and just went to the gym. And just so you guys know, usually when I go to the gym, I usually stay there for about an hour. I'll do some HIIT cardio and then I'll do some lifting. As you can see, the style is still intact. The roundness is still there. None of the sides are popping up. Overall, everything stayed, and I have to say, I'm really impressed. My overall thoughts on this product is that it's really, really good right out the bat. If they left this product the way that it is, it honestly would be a really, really, really good product just how it is. It has everything I want in a water base. It has endurance. It stays really slick. It's easy to restyle. The scent lasts, although it decreases throughout the day, and it washes out really easy. So overall, this hits on all of the aspects. Oh, and it also has really good shine, although that will decrease throughout the day, starting with excellent shine going down to probably good or great shine. So that's my thoughts. I really think that this is a great water base, and I'm really excited for the finished product. Now, I can't do a full review on this just because this is the tester and it's unfinished, but like I said, if they leave everything the same just how it is, this would be top tier for me. It's really good. I hope you guys enjoyed the review, and let me know if you want to know anything else about the pomade, and let me know what you're looking forward to in the future from Lockharts. Thanks, guys.